get to work. Go on.
Hey everybody, Gears here with a little bit of work. I was just going to experiment on a single panel or two, but I wound up going a little bit further. Why wipe down the entire side here? Well, that's because now the first torpedo tube is installed. Today's plan is to wrap this piece of plastic down here so it's flat and then kind of feathers up to the top. The next piece to go in will be another tube which goes back here and tapers off flat so that this kind of disappears back into the body. And one helicopter later. I had initially drilled and test installed this several months ago with the help of Uncle Ted of Steve Neal's Garage fame. However, he hasn't been around to help out continuing with the install, so I got to keep moving on getting this going. Drilled through the back, they're just flathead bolts, or nuts with bolts on the back there. There's one up here, and then the other is hidden behind that panel. So what I'm going to have to do is drop a little JB weld on each of those so they don't loosen up. Over here, there was something else on this door I was going to talk about, but I guess not. One of the things I will be doing definitely is repainting all the interior metal. So there's going to be a lot of grays here. These doors have to go gray, and how I'm exactly going to do that, I'm not sure. I won't do the inner panels gray, but definitely this outer panel here, and I'd rather not take it off. So it'll be a bit of masking, and I'm sure there'll be a little bit of green shadows left over, but that's no worries. Over on the interior, lots of tubes, nice. There's definitely a lot more to add. The entire cockpit of the X-Wing is just littered with tubes all over the place. Or hoses, I should say. Don't know if I ever covered that this is the scope off of a Han Solo laser blaster, the Kenner toy. I needed another part of that as a prop piece, so this went here. I've had a couple emails out to Brad Carpenter on the state of how things are going, but I haven't quite heard back from him yet, so I'm hoping he's alright. Last time I had spoken with him, probably about a year ago, he was going through some really tough times. So my best hopes and wishes to him and everyone with him. So yeah, overall, because on an overall painting note, this changes everything. This changes the entire side now that these torpedo tubes go in. I can't have this being the wing section anymore because the torpedo has painted designations on the side of it. The torpedo has some particular decals essentially that go behind it, and those now need to go there, which means I'll probably be extending the red and the yellow all the way back to here, the back edge of the canopy, which is probably correct. I'd have to double check my reference. So yeah, essentially, even though I've only sanded this down, I want to take this one side at a time and one part at a time. So basically, once this gets installed, repaint all that. Up here, I'm going to have to do different paneling simply to match the way the torpedo goes, and I'll have to do that on the other side as well. Most of the second layer panels will probably be coming off and placed back on. With this painting, I may redo the whole thing. I'm not sure. I may also just do spot checks here and there. However, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to need to relabel every single panel that there is. And with that being the case and having to sand all those numbers off, and they do sand off very easily over here, so I don't have too many worries. But overall, it's a little aged looking as well for me, so I think probably a second layer is appropriate. But we'll take that one step at a time. It's just going into winter now, so it's not the best time to start a paint work. And apparently I should have brought a second battery with me because this one is about to die. Thanks for watching. Let's see how much battery I can get here. Basically, I used a heat gun to get a bend in the plastic there. Threw a bunch of JB weld behind it, all the magnets to hold it down there, and then try and hold it in place up here. So sitting in the sun right now, I'm hoping that that's going to help soften, keep the plastic soft. There's a bunch of cleanup I'm going to have to do in a couple hours once it's all gooed out and spread everywhere. So that's about it for now, I think. Thanks for watching. See ya.